Hello traders, I'm Belajar. Welcome to Astronacci channel. So today we are at Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and I'm here to attend the International Federation of Technical Analysis. This is the world convention, world conference of any technical analysis around the world. A lot of famous people like John Bollinger, Martin Pring, Connie Brown, and all my friends. We gather here in Malaysia and we're going to talk about the technical analysis. So today is 26th of October 2018 and I will be one of the speakers represent Indonesia. I'm going to talk about the Astronacci, how we trade in gold with the planetary system, especially how to spot 40 points profits in gold trading using the Mercury retrograde. So I'm really happy to share with you. Today is the first day of the conference and let's go to the Kuala Lumpur Convention Center with me, Belajar. Let's go. Good morning, everyone. Amazing. So give applause for all of us. Thank you very much. So it's my pleasure to be here. This is my first conference. I'm Belajar from Indonesia. And today I will present a special topic, how to define very accurate gold trend direction with Mercury retrograde cycle and make 40 points profits in 7 days. So this gold Mercury retrograde stuff, I brought this to my IFTA paper. Then I was lucky. IFTA finally accept that, and today I'm CFD and MFTA. That's why I want to share with you the tips, the tricks, and how to become successful analysts and traders to the oil market. And today I bring you gold since this is my MFTA report, so you can maybe want to download my paper and ask for IFTA to send you a copy of the PDF, then we can learn together in the future days, all right? So, I believe everyone here, we have a full passion of technical analysis. But the second reason all of us here is because we love money. We want to make profits in our trading. Is that true? Yes, right? So I was started this business since 2007, 11 years, just a few days ago, right? And what I found is people saying that if you go to the financial market, capital market, forex, commodity, you can make a lot of money, you can be very rich. Wow, so as a 21 years old young man, I jumped to the market with $100. And you know the result? I lost everything. So I think that's not true. Yeah, I believe that it's only the gimmick or advertising regarding the financial market can make a lot of money. But the truth, I lost everything. Then I learned a lot. I read books. My first book that changed my mind is Martin Pring book, Technical Analysis Explained 4th edition. From that point, I learned about the Dole theory. So, Astronacci method. Astronacci is astrology and Fibonacci. I'm still using the price action, and my grand theory, my foundation is the Dole theory. And I believe in trend, and I believe that the history also repeats itself. And we can have that repetitive trend in the future, even though that's not exactly identical. But we can still use that as our reference. Then I found some troubles with technical analysis, but I tried to fix that. Some of my friends say technical analysis is useless. It's better to use fundamental analysis. Then I found a gap between the technical analysis and the fundamental analysis. It's all about time. Because everyone, when you say that the trend may be up or down, some people say gold will be bullish, some people say gold will be bearish. But eventually, both of them are right. It's a matter of time. If you're saying that gold is bullish, but the other guy is saying bearish, ask them, what is your time frame? If you're looking for a month, maybe that bullish. If you're looking for 2 weeks, maybe that bearish. So when I'm losing my money is about $500,000 at 23 years old. It hurt me a lot. But since I did my research, I found that I should not in that condition if I know the time. If I can delay my decision, if I can delay when I have to buy, or if I can delay when I have to sell, then everything should be fine. So all of us as a technical analysts and traders, if we can back to the past, like a movie Back to the Future, because the movie Back to the Future was my inspiration to create this system. If you can see the future, then there will be no issue. You don't need risk management, you don't need anything. You just buy, sell your house, and buy any stocks, then 100% win. But unfortunately, none of us can see the future. We can predict it. Like in the book say, technical analysis deal with the certainty, never deal with probability, never certainty, right? Then that becomes little trouble. So today, I have a solution for you. How if we can get at least 70 to 80% probability to make you sure that at any chart pattern or any cycles, any indicator saying in the current position of the chart, you will know that gold will going up, no matter what the pattern. Even though maybe you are looking at bearish participation, if you're studying about Dow theory, there's a phases, public participation in the bear, panic sellings. But if you know that with the specific planetary combination, based on the statistic, you will find that gold will going up, even though now it's still moving on the bearish continuation. So you're gonna stop selling the gold. You're gonna stop shorting the gold. Does that make sense, right? So that's my perspective. So I'm trying to find which kind of correlation between any specific instrument, and at this case it's gold, and a planetary. I put it on the model, and I found it that the Mercury retrograde will give you 70% at least probability to a bullish trend. So we're gonna see that. So why do we need astrology trading? Some of people say this is not scientific, but I use astrology trading for my PhD dissertation, and I get it. And I can prove it based on the scientific method of research, and using the past research of financial astrology, I can show that this is really useful, and there is a correlation between the human psychology and the market psychology and the cycle of the planetary, because that's a very important part. So we hardly can see the future price movement. At any method, we have to admit that 70% of our analysis is trapped into the past or the current. None of many technical analysts in the world focus on what happened next. That's why in my method, I always put my chart empty on the right side, because that's the right side that we must focus on. We don't talk about the past. We don't really care about what happened in the 3 weeks before. Yes, we're gonna use that as our reference to predict the futures, because the history will repeat itself, right? But how many times that we really get trapped into a perspective that we're busy with the past performance of the price, and we forget to predict what's gonna happen in the future. That's why I always put my right side on the chart is empty, because I have to decide which one is the next trend direction. Just like Elliott wave, we care about what is the next trend, whether it's counter trend or whether that impulsive trend. So that's the hardest part, at least for me. That technical analysis is really good tools, but it's really hard to define the future movement with at least 8 of 10 guaranteed, right? We have no idea when the price will reverse. Indicators works well, but it's never tell us what's the date of reversal, because I really need that. If you want to shoot the market $1 million, you cannot just say maybe. I hate maybe. I want this very clear. If I hit $1 million now and tomorrow it will go up or go down. That's the point, right? And number 3, we want higher probability in trend analysis. I'm using the financial astrology to support my assumption in technical analysis. Some of us when we see the pattern, let's say symmetrical triangle, okay? If you're looking for the books, the pattern side, Thomas Bulkowski has a lot of statistics on the chart pattern. But if you get trapped in the symmetrical triangle, you will get confused. What is the next direction? Most of all technical analysts will gonna wait until the breakout happens, right? But how if you can predict, okay, in advance, what is the breakout will be, up or down? So that what made me very interested using financial astrology trading. And we never know when the sideways is comes. Sideways is really hard. If you get trapped in sideways and you're using moving average, what's gonna happen? You lose your money, right? Everyone ever get trapped in the moving average and sideways and lost? Yeah, me too. Because moving average is the best tools for trending, but when you get into sideways movement, you're dead. So that's a problem. So based on these 4 items, I need a better probability, better future visibility, and better winning rate for a speculation. Because all the traders, we do speculation. No matter you like it or not, we speculate in the market. We're looking for capital gain with the best risk management and risk and reward, of course, right? So the Mercury retrograde. One of the most known cycles among the astro traders is the one retrograde Mercury, 3 times per year, 19 to 22 days. How if the gold will move in bullish trend at least for 10 days straight? How if the statistic can prove to you that there's a high correlation between the bullish trend in gold with Mercury retrograde? So it's same with the story that you go to the past with all the information in the future, then you just bet to buy gold and you make a lot of money. Okay? Technical analysis is a good tool to predict the upcoming trend, but it fails to show the trend direction in specific time band. We're only guessing. We found a solution for this issue using planetary cycle according to financial astrology. The financial astrology as interpreter of nature shows that the world is conducting according a well-defined plan, that everything is arranged with a wonderful order, clearly timed and marvelous precision, and affected with unerring accuracy. This is one of my abstract in my MFTA report. I'm using the Mercury retrograde for determine gold bullish trend for since 2000 to 2016. There are 52 times of Mercury retrograde cycle during that period. And I found that the gold will moving in bullish trend 3 days before the date until 10 days after. So you have a window. If you see that during this window, the gold will moving bullish, what is the best position we should take? Buy or sell? Buy, of course. So then this will eliminate our doubt. If we get trapped into a pattern that, let's say, symmetrical triangle during that period, and we know that we are 3 days prior to Mercury retrograde, so it's higher likely that the breakout from the symmetrical triangle will be a bullish breakout. Then I will stop my short selling. I will set my mind to find a bullish setup. I will use Bollinger indicator to get ready for that. I'm using the stochastic indicator to find the oversold or maybe bullish divergence, because that will support me to find a buy position. Instead of I have like 50-50 chances whether it's going up or down. So that's the idea. I'm using the chi-square for the statistic, and then I found 75% bullish and 25% bearish and 0% sideways. I cannot say that this method is 100% correct, no. Like I said, we are never deal with certainty, we deal with probability, but I need another resources, another tool to support my assumption in price action. So 75% is more than enough for me to confirm my price action analysis I'm using timing solution software as well, and we can see that since 1971, I use this data until 2018, I can get up 77.8% 3 before culmination until 3 days after culmination. So that graphic is counted based on close to close price. So high and low doesn't count. But as a trader, we count that, right? So that's the statistic result from the timing solution. Alright, so this is the study case. As a trader, you meet this picture. You see this. That's why in our culture, we always put the chart on the right side. I keep it empty because that's exactly what we have to deal with. We don't talk about the past. We know that that's a bearish continuation and there is false break there and getting reverse. We got higher peak, both higher trough, and trend seems to be bullish. This could be accumulation pace, right? But how can we sure that if I put $1 million to that price, I can get profits by buying gold? Is there any other indicator? Okay, maybe there's a hidden bullish divergence. Anyone can see hidden bullish divergence there? Okay, that's a momentum. I got hidden bullish divergence. There's the chart pattern. If you want to see the chart pattern, maybe that's a secondary reaction of the price. Or maybe there's a flag. But I cannot be sure that if I put my $1 million, I can get profits by buying gold. That's the date exactly before the 3 days culmination of the Mercury retrograde. And you're going to see what happened. Boom, 93 points of gold. You can find, you do your research, that's February 2014. You put a note and you go back home, find a gold chart and you will see it. Okay? How about this? Bearish continuation. If you are a trader and you are trend following, what is the best position you're gonna take? Sell or buy? Who sell? A lot of people sell gold now. Who's buy? All right. How about the others? Stand aside? Confused? All right, let's see the fact. This is also 3 days before the Mercury retrograde. And all of you who already picked sell, and you're going to sell it $1 million, and that's a thing. 37 points. I know that there will be another bearish continuation, but you will have margin call when it's get a secondary reaction. You see that? Let's back to this slide. Is there any technical analysis in the price action perspective to support that gold will make a significant rebound? Is there anyone that can show me a feedback? How to identify that at that position I should get a buy instead of sell? Anyone? Because I have no idea. If I have to choose buy, I don't have any reason to buy. The price is still moving 45 degrees downward. The price is moving below the moving average, right? And based on the phase, I believe that's a public participation for the bearish phase. So there's no reason for trend following trader to buy that. That's a problem. And if you're looking for the stochastic, I know that's not perfect bearish crossover because that's crossing below the middle line. But if you read about Martin Pring books regarding the stochastic who stay down or stay up when the trend is really strong, I believe you will pick sell. And nobody can explain that phenomenon. All right, next case. How about this? Huge sideways, September 2015. This could be up and could be down. Based on the latest price movement and the stochastic, we believe could be up. But if you're looking the whole and put the trend line, connect all the dots, what is the trend? Still bearish. So how to make decision, buy or sell on this indicator? If you're not using any oscillator and you're just using the naked chart based on the dot theory and one moving average. I'm asking this to several students in Indonesia. They say, I will stand aside because I don't get any confirmation. Not even chart pattern. Maybe there's a symmetrical triangle if you connect that. So even the symmetrical triangle will say at least we are waiting until the break, right? That part is also 3 days before the Mercury retrograde happened. You're gonna see that. 37 points. So if you put a bet, you put a buy, at least you make some money. And after that, it's going up. January 2016, this is one of my favorite. If you're talking about Dow theory, we know that accumulation pace, but still not confirmed yet, because until the definitive signal is proved, we still have to sell because we are trend following. We are following all the pace. The price is still below the moving average, right? And there's no very clear chart pattern there. What's gonna happen next? The stochastic also just recently doing a bearish crossover. The highest probability is bearish, I believe. Is there any bullish perspective here for this chart? Yep. Over there? But it's not still going up, right? Sideways. So you will choose stand aside, or maybe we put some buy stop at the lower peak there waiting for a breakout. Okay? But if you're as analyst and there's a fund manager come to you and he asks you about your call, we may say that, or we have to wait at least. How if we can know that based on this cycle, we can say that 75% I will bet a bullish. And that happened. December 2016 is bearish. Below the moving average, stochastic strap down, and you're gonna see that. 48 points. That's a Mercury retrograde band. Also, this is pretty much very clear secondary reaction for another bearish continuation. That happened. So if you stay to that primary and secondary, that may work well, but that will be ruined by this cycle. So people say, why the normal technical analysis doesn't work? I prove it because there's something happen in the sky that can be a noise of the short-term trend movement. March 2018, you still get 30 points before it's done. And then this is the other method of Astronacci. In 2015, I introduced the Eye of Future. I make a prediction before the month start. Let's say today is October and I already make the November prediction. So even the market has not been started, I already have the dates for the future reversal. You will see it. This is our report to asset management, August 2015. So 31st July, I made a prediction for there will be Saturn trine, Mars trine Saturn, 6 to 7 August will be peak and going down, going up, right? That's a fact. 6, 13, and another peak on 18 and going down. February 2016, several dates based on financial astrology, planetary aspect, moon pace, declination, planetary ingress, combined with the Fibonacci time cycle. That's what you got. Some of the dates earlier, 1 or 2 days is fine. This is all the Jakarta Composite Index. February 2017, 13, 14, 17, 27, 28. That's happened. Low volatility, but there's still turning point. So the difference is I made this at the end of the month for the next month. And this is for this month, okay? We are not at the 29 yet, but we have been through 5, 10, 15, and 24. And that happened. So even before the market is formed, I found it that we can predict where is the next turning point, what's the date. Using the planetary aspect, moon phases, moon declination, planetary ingress, moon speed, and Fibonacci time cycle, okay? And you have to do your research based on your specific market and pair which one is the planet that has very strong correlation for the turning point or the trend reversal. And this is the result. 2012, 2018, $2,000 to $4.6 million, mostly in gold market. I got withdraw 4.6 million. So I can prove to the world that technical analysis does work. And the financial astrology will support technical analysis to answer about the time. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.